Get ready for some wow on the Signature Mike Show.
I got that wow. Who wants some hands up right now? We got that. Turn it up loud. I know you're wondering how. I got that wow.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. We loved having you. I may sound like a frog today. I got a little sinus thing going on. So, as you know, we filmed this live, so this is what you get. I have some fabulous guests, which hopefully they'll talk a little more than I do today. I have Jeanette West with Beauty Mark Salon with me today. She does my hair, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. I have Amy Hall, who is the Executive Director of Safe Homes. Ladies, thank you for being here today.
Thank you. Absolutely. Thank you.
So glad to have you. We have some serious stuff to talk about. We have some fun stuff to talk about. And then I have a fun creative design segment at the end. So stay tuned. We've got a really great show for you. Amy, let's start with you. Let's talk about Safe Homes and what an important organization it is.
Absolutely.
Tell us, like in a nutshell, like when you meet someone and tell them about what Safe Homes is, tell us what it is.
So Safe Homes is a local nonprofit that was born and bred right here in Augusta, Georgia, back in the early 1980s.
Okay.
And we provide programs and services to men, women, and children who are victims of domestic violence.
Wow. Okay. There you go. In a nutshell.
In a nutshell.
But there's so much more.
Absolutely.
So much more. How long have you been with the organization?
So August, I'll be there 20 years.
Wow. As long as I've lived in Augusta.
Yes.
That's a long time.
I love it.
That's great. Let's give some statistics on some issues that we have in our area. 1 in 4 American women will experience domestic violence at least once in their lifetime.
Yes.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yes. I don't think people really realize how prevalent that domestic violence is, and that it's so much more than just physical. And so we see up to 2,000 people every year who have been victimized by abuse.
Wow. And then so many times people have pride or they don't want to talk about it. So a lot of it they keep internal. So it's nice to have an organization that they can let it out and talk about it.
Absolutely. And I think a lot of people think of Safe Homes as just shelter. And we do so much more, as you were stating. We also have an outreach program. And not a lot of people realize that we service 10 counties. So we're in the East Central Georgia area. And so a lot of our outreach is, we go out to where the clients are in those counties because transportation is such a barrier. And so we can offer legal advocacy, first month's rent, utility, financial assistance for those who may not need shelter but just need assistance to be able to stay in their home.
Wow. That's fantastic. The Safe Homes opened in 1983, and that year 80 women were helped, and in just 2 years, more than 500 women had been helped.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
that's growth back then.
Absolutely.
Let's see. In February 2014, Safe Homes embarked on a $3 million capital campaign to build a new facility, and then in June 2016, you opened your new 14,500 square foot building.
Absolutely.
So you have great support in the area.
We do, and what even just steered this whole we need a new facility is we were turning away so many people due to the lack of space.
Yes.
So when we built this shelter, we really did our homework to make sure that we could offer services to women with larger multiple children, and also men, because people don't realize that men are victims as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. Today, Safe Homes has become much more than just a shelter and impacts the lives of more than 2,000 individuals and families each year.
Yes.
Amazing, absolutely amazing. You have core values.
Yes.
I was doing my research last night. Safety and confidentiality. I mean, that's important. Somebody can feel safe talking to you.
Absolutely. And, because not a lot of people want to disclose that they're a victim, there's a lot of embarrassment to that.
Absolutely.
And so, that is our main core value, is the safety and the confidentiality. So just because you may call and utilize our services, we keep that confidential. We never tell anyone, and we never, call law enforcement. We don't call DFACS. If you have children involved, what you say stays right there with us.
Fantastic. Empathy and compassion, culture of giving, teamwork.
Yes.
And it takes a team, obviously.
It takes a team, and like I said, we service over 2,000 people, and I have 20 staff that work 365 days a year, 7 days a week. We never close.
Okay.
We're always available.
Wow, amazing. Cultural sensitivity and inclusivity. In today's world, that's important.
It is, and we service all victims. It doesn't matter, people stereotype domestic violence.
Absolutely.
A lot of times that it's just to one race or one socioeconomic, and it's not. It's all. It can happen to any of us, and so we say we service all victims no matter what.
That's fantastic. You have trauma-informed care.
Absolutely. You know, that became like the buzzword around the state of Georgia a few years ago, but really, we really honed in on that because we want to meet clients where they are. You know, it already takes a big step for them to call to use our resources, and so making sure that when someone walks through those doors that they feel welcomed, that they don't have to feel ashamed and embarrassed, that we're going to protect them in the best way that we possibly can.
Right.
And so really just that whole trauma-informed care is just meeting them where they are.
Fantastic. Outcomes. Here's some fantastic statistics. Your fiscal year from October of 2023 to September of 2024, 25,816 services were provided to 2,385 people.
Yes.
Of which 333 were children.
Absolutely.
Wow. 169 adults and children were sheltered for a total of 3,608 bed nights.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Amazing.
so they can stay with us for up to 30 days. So we're a 30-day emergency shelter, but we know that housing is an issue in Augusta. Rent is sky high right now. So if they need to extend stays, we can extend stays.
Gotcha. Upon the exit from shelter, 97% of clients secured safe housing. 82% of clients gained a means of financial support. 86% met other goals they set for themselves. 98% received strategies to enhance safety, and another 98% gained knowledge of community resources.
Yes, so when
What
they enter,
success.
it is, and when they enter with us, I mean, you know, they'll go back. Usually victims will go back because of housing and financial reasons.
Yes.
So those are the two main goals we work with them when they enter into our program.
Let's tell our friends at home some things that they can do. They can donate.
Absolutely.
Obviously.
Absolutely.
They can volunteer.
Yes,
Okay.
we always are looking for volunteers, whether it be admin, fundraising events, you know, internships. We're always looking for volunteers to help us.
Fantastic, good to know. Just spreading the word, no matter what. If you have a friend in business, if you have this organization, spread the word, talk about it. Social media is at our fingertips. We can share all of this. I'm sure you're on social media.
Absolutely.
People can find
Yes.
you. And again, you know, you mentioned you have a 24-hour crisis hotline. So if you're in trouble, if you're in doubt, give these people a call. Let them help you out.
Absolutely.
Stay tuned. Thank you, Amy, for being here. Stay
Absolutely.
tuned. We have a fun segment coming up with Jeanette West from Beauty Mark Salon.
Welcome to Second City Distillery. We are handcrafted one bottle at a time in the heart of Augusta, Georgia. Come visit us and discover the art of distillation like never before. Our spirits are curated, ensuring every bottle tells a story of passion and dedication. From our smooth, award-winning bourbon to our crisp and refreshing vodka, we offer a diverse range of flavors that capture the essence of our passion. Join us for a tasting or a tour and experience the spirit of Augusta with Second City Distillery. Cheers.
Home isn't just a place, it's where life happens. At the Villages at Bordeaux, each townhome invites you to build memories, celebrating life's little moments and big dreams. Thoughtfully crafted by Herbert Homes, your home offers comfort, energy efficiency, and easy access to our event center, Bordeaux Steak and Seafood, I-20 in downtown Thompson. Ready to find your place? Call today to schedule your tour of the Villages at Bordeaux.
Hi, Suzanne Lily Honeymichael here with Hardwood Floors & More. My husband Greg and I continue to hear about concerns about price increases, but we want to let you know we have always been focused on American-made products. We have the largest selection of flooring and lighting, and our commitment to you is to provide you with the best pricing, products, and workmanship. So come see where our company is the company that friends recommend. Hardwood Floors & More, so much more in store for you.
Imagine a life filled with energy, adventure, and clarity, where each day is a new opportunity. At Be Healthy Medical Weight Loss, we're here to turn that vision into reality. With over 15 years of experience in the Augusta area, our specialists are dedicated to guiding your health journey. Whether you want to lose 10 pounds or 100, trust our experts to get you to your goals confidently and safely. Buzz on over to 4150 Washington Road so you can thrive at the Hive.
I get a lot of great compliments for my hairstyle and cut and color, and I have Jeanette West to thank for this. Jeanette West from Beauty Mark Salon.
Yes.
Thank you. You're one of my best friends. I mean,
thank
you
you,
really
Michael.
take care of me. And we have a model here today. We have Kelly Ann Encinas with us today. Kelly, I know your mom's watching in Florida. Say hello to her and her friends. I love it. Okay, Jeanette, get busy. Tell us what you're going to do today.
Okay, so ideally what I was wanting to show is, you know, we have a lot of people that come in and they get their hair done with us, their color, whatever. And then once we get down to the style, they're like, oh, I'll never be able to do this at home.
True.
So the idea is just to kind of show an easy style to, you know, that somebody that can just do at home right before work. You know,
Okay.
they jump up and they just want to do a quick curl.
Okay.
Kellyanne has amazing hair, so, and a lot of it. So what I've done is I've went ahead and curled half of her hair.
Okay.
She only has about 4 curls up top, maybe 3 on the bottom section here. And then what we're going to do is just kind of show the sectioning, because sectioning is a huge deal
Okay.
as far as getting a smooth
Because so many
finish.
times people put too much hair in a
Yes.
a curling iron or flat iron.
Absolutely.
And okay, so we want to section it.
So we want to section it, and I went ahead and prepped her hair. So I've used, we use Redken in the salon.
Yes.
And so I used a mousse on her, and then I went ahead and prepped it with some of the hairspray just to give her a little bit of hold because her hair is so heavy.
Okay.
And then I have my Bioionic curling iron here. I've turned it up to about, what is that, 390? And you don't want to go too high because you run the risk of putting too much heat on your
Yes,
hair.
yeah.
I also did use a heat protectant, which is good if you are curling every single day.
Okay.
So once you curl the hair, ideally you want to take vertical sections. Again, we're going to do a quick style just so that, you know, for the ease of people at home.
Okay.
So I'm going to smooth it out. I'm going to take it to the middle of the hair strand, bring it down, and that's going to smooth it, and then we're just going to wrap. We want to
Okay.
do kind of like a candy cane motion.
Gotcha. So you don't want to start at the bottom and then roll it up.
Not really,
Okay.
because you want to go ahead and smooth that the root of it out.
Okay. Okay.
And you'll let it set. You can kind of feel the heat on the outside, let
Okay.
it loose, and
Yeah.
we're just going to let it sit and
Okay.
cool off.
And that's what you'd already done on this side.
That's what I've already done on this side.
Okay.
So, and then what I would do is go through and do more of these curls up through the top.
Okay.
And then just finish her off. I do section. I'm going to turn you, Kellyanne. We're going to do like a horseshoe section.
Okay.
The higher you go up with the curl, the more volume you're going to get.
You get more volume at the top.
Yes.
Okay.
So even ideally, like when we do your hair, I do take it and I kind of give you an over-the-top do.
I was going to tell them what they do. I look like a Cupid doll, and then you clip because I flat iron. My hair is
Yes.
kind of wavy and curly, so we'll talk about that if we have time.
That's fair.
Or another show, but anyway.
Yeah. So what we'll do, and I'll kind of show you at this piece here, and then I'll do the finished result on the other side. But as you're pulling it up, you're getting more volume.
Okay.
So once you set that, you're going to pull straight up,
Okay.
get organized.
And if you want to watch this a little later as well, don't forget we are on YouTube, the Signature Mike channel, and
Yes.
this will go on YouTube so people can go and look and maybe go slow it up so they can see exactly what you did there, because I think your technique is really
Yes.
important.
And there are other curl types, so there are other ways to get more of a wave to your hair and all that. But for the, you know, the time frame, I just
Okay.
wanted to show a quick curl. So
Sure.
again, so we've got this here, and then what I'll do is I'm going to leave Kelly inside there.
Okay.
And then I am a huge fan of Moroccan oil. I just think it smells amazing. It's heavy enough to where you can use it on all textures.
Okay.
They do sell like a lighter version of it. And they also sell more of like a violet tone if you have blonde hair. It's not
Okay.
going to darken the hair. So what I do, because I love the smell of it, is I run it in my hands really
Okay.
good. I maybe pat my arms down.
I love it. Okay.
And then you start down through the bottom, and you just kind of work your hands through it.
Okay, so we didn't comb any of this out.
You can if you really want to, but I like to do it with
Oh,
my hands.
wow. I mean,
because
look, it
ultimately-
looks amazing.
And Kellyanne, again, has amazing hair.
Kellyanne, do you do this at home?
No.
I love it. I
Kellyanne's
love
learning
it.
too.
You just call Jeanette and she does this.
That's right.
Yes.
So if you can see, and then it really shows off the color that we were able to put in her hair.
Right.
And just, I don't know. I just think Kellyanne has the best hair.
It is gorgeous, and just what you've done with adding volume, not that she didn't have it before.
Right. And so the more you pull it out, the more it's going to loosen those curls. And, you know, over time, I'm one to stick my hands in my hair a ton throughout the day. Most people are. So if you have a tighter curl, you're able to, it'll settle.
Right.
It'll settle. You get used to it, and just the routine of it really helps.
Okay,
you
love
know.
it.
So,
Absolutely
yeah,
love it. Yeah, it
really.
looks very natural.
And then we'll turn and show Kelly Ann's beautiful hair.
Oh, wow.
And even on this side, you can kind of see a little more volume on this side with the layering. So once you pull it up a little bit higher, that's what's going to happen. Is it's just going to give you a little boost through there.
Gotcha.
And if you have more layers, of course, that's going to, give you more.
More volume,
More
and
volume.
all of that, yeah.
So yeah.
I love
That's
it.
what we've got.
Well, so, I have the Bio-Ionic. I can never say it. I have the flat iron because, again, my hair is really wavy, as you know.
Yes.
And then you do me in sections. You've taught me how to do, because I've asked you, hey, how do I do this at
Yes.
home? And so it's nice to get a tutorial on what we need to do and the correct products,
Yes.
because that heat spray I use,
Yeah.
and people are supposed to use that like before they blow dry, of course.
I would use it before you blow dry. You don't ever want to put a heat tool to your hair while it's wet.
Okay,
that would
yes, of course.
There are some that you can spritz through the hair and then let it air dry.
Okay.
But ideally, you don't want to spray it and then just go straight into the style because it fries your hair.
Great.
So-
And then we have mousse,
We do
which
have
helps
mousse.
with, you put the mousse in the wet hair as well.
Yes.
So then as you blow dry, it helps that volume and all of that.
Absolutely. So the mousse is good for volume. We also have a root lifter, which it has a lot more hold to it.
Okay.
And then my sister Erica, my co-owner, she actually uses this spray wax, and it smells so good. But it kind of acts in place of the oil, where it'll
Okay.
separate out the hair, but it'll also get rid of all the flyaways and just give you a smoother look.
Fantastic. Yeah, and then of course, then we use the heat appliance, whether it's this
Yes.
or a flat iron.
Yes.
I'm sure there are different sizes.
There
of
are
all of
different
this as well.
sizes. We do sell all of these products in our salon.
Okay.
All of our stylists use them. This Bio-Ionic, to me, is the best brand. We've used it for years. I'd say at least 7 years.
Love it, love it.
So, and
I love it. Well, the Beauty Mark Salon is in my shopping center where my store is, so come see me and come see Jeanette.
Yes.
Thank you all for being here
Thank
today.
you.
Hey, stay tuned. I have a great craft segment coming up on the Signature Mike Show.
It's hard to know where to start when shopping for home or kitchen appliances, but you can count on Kelly Appliance for exceptional value and dedicated customer service. Family owned and operated since 1962, their friendly and knowledgeable staff will see you through the entire process, from selecting the right product to experienced delivery and installation. It's no wonder that Kelly Appliance is consistently awarded for their service and expertise. Visit Kelly Appliance at one of their 2 convenient locations in Martinez and Aiken.
Ever wonder what truly makes a house a home? It's all the thoughtful touches, all the little details that bring personality and character to any space. At Signature Interiors and Gifts, we believe that your home should be as unique as you are. Our collection is a treasure trove of inspiration, just waiting for you to explore. Our team would be honored to help you create a home that's not just lived in, but truly loved. Signature Interiors and Gifts, where every corner of your home tells your story.
At Reliable Equipment Rental, we rent the good stuff. From compact lawn and garden equipment, large earth-moving equipment, to Takeuchi compact equipment known for its brute strength and bulletproof durability. Whether you're a professional contractor or a weekend do-it-yourselfer, we have the equipment to get your job done. And in the CSRA, you can only get the good stuff at Reliable Equipment Rental, your trusted Takeuchi dealer. Sales, parts, and service, 4001 Washington Road.
At F&M Bank, you're more than a customer. You're family. We believe banking should feel like home. Familiar faces, real conversations, and service that's rooted in values and built on relationships. We take the time to know your name, your story, and your dreams. With roots in Washington and Augusta, we're proud to grow with our neighbors. F&M Bank, growing strong, one neighbor at a time.
Welcome back. I have a fun little segment today. We're going to do some art on canvas. Sometimes we have those little areas in our powder rooms or maybe just a little wall space where we need a little piece of art. And wouldn't it be nice if we could just make our own? And I like dimensional art, so I'm going to start there first. I'm going to take a canvas. And I love to do things inexpensively as well. You can get these canvases so inexpensively at the craft store. So I'm going to create a little something fun. I'm going to put a little paint here. So I'm envisioning this for a girl's room because it is pink. And I have paint here at the top. I want to start, and I just want to rake the pink down like so. And you'll see in a minute what I'm up to. I can come around the top if I want to. I might need a little more paint here. But I love these, you know, again, the kids could do this. I love kids' crafts. I mean, I love to teach kids, get them excited to create something on their own. So I'm not doing the entire canvas in the pink. I'm going to let this dry a minute and come back because we're going to add something to what we have here. So I've started that. I'm going to let it dry a little bit, and then I'm going to come back to this. I have these other canvases. I have a black canvas, which I thought was really, really fun. What I want to do, I'm going to take some painter's tape, and I want to make a border all the way around this canvas. And you want to get things kind of square. I could use the canvas as it is, but I think this technique is really, really fun. You want to get it nice and tight, especially along the edge, because I'm going to add some paint. Let me add this again on this side. Again, you want to get this the same on each side. These canvases have a little rolled corner, but you still want them to be pretty much the same. Get a second one, third one here. I love metallics, especially in a powder room. I'm always telling people to add something a little bolder because it's the one time your guests are alone in your house for a little while. And so it's nice for them to have that time and see something really cool and come out of the restroom and say, wow, that was kind of cool. So I have the tape around the canvas. I'm just going to add, I'm going to do silver and gold, and I'm just going to add some dots. And I don't want them too gloppy, but I think a couple of them might be, but we're going to see. I love trial and error. I love just adding things and making things up as I go along. So what I have here, we've got the dots. I'm going to take a flat edge here, and I'm going to rake it through what I've got. And let's just see what happens. Okay, made a little mess there, but that's going to happen. But let's see. Now, what I want to do is take the tape off, and then I'll show you what I have. And that might be easier said than done, because what I've done with that tape now, I've created a border. You know how we would have things matted years ago in a picture frame? It almost is going to look like a mat or a frame. Let's see what I've got here. And again, metallics are great. I'll show you some other, I got a whole set of metallic paint. I use the silver and gold because I like to add that. But look how interesting this becomes with just that frame around there and the silver and gold. To be honest, it kind of looks like faces where I glopped it. You could come back and maybe paint little faces. It might look like little people in there, but very interesting, super fun. You could do some great colors. But again, I had some bronze and rose golds and a gold, brassy gold. So you could use a variety of metallics. You know, I love to mix metallics. Boy, I've made a little bit of a mess here. So let's go back to the first one that I started on. We have the pink. So what I found these great little butterflies. Now they weren't pink when I picked them up, they were brown, and I found a spray paint that matched the paint that I used. So I painted them out. I want this color blocked. I want this all to be the same color because we just want to create a little dimension. I love dimensional art. You'll see this will make quite a statement. You can do this in any color, obviously. But I'm going to clip off these little wire pieces. They were great when I spray painted them because I could hold them up. Now I'm going to come back with my hot glue gun and I'm just going to attach these little butterflies. Uh-oh, one flew away. They tend to do that. But as you'll see, and we're just going to, oh, I didn't cut his little stem off. But what we're doing, we're creating, we want them to stand up a little bit if we have to. Press them down a little bit. But anyway, look at this great dimensional art that we have. Super, super fun. And again, think of colors that you might have that will work in your home. I think that's glued enough. But yeah, super, super fantastic. But just have fun with it, play around with it, get yourself some paint. I have a whole cupboard of this stuff. So anyway, stay tuned. We'll say goodbye with our guest for the day.
Discover the Bordeaux Event Center, where elegance meets charm and forever memories are made. Whether you're saying I do hosting a banquet, or celebrating life's big moments, the Bordeaux Event Center is more than a venue. It's an experience. Nestled in the picturesque woods of Thompson, Georgia, the Bordeaux Event Center features bridal and groom suites, a caterer's kitchen, and a state-of-the-art audiovisual system. Schedule your tour today at the Bordeaux Event Center, where moments become memories.
Welcome to Second City Distillery. We are handcrafted one bottle at a time in the heart of Augusta, Georgia. Come visit us and discover the art of distillation like never before. Our spirits are curated, ensuring every bottle tells a story of passion and dedication. From our smooth, award-winning bourbon to our crisp and refreshing vodka, we offer a diverse range of flavors that capture the essence of our passion. Join us for a tasting or a tour and experience the spirit of Augusta with Second City Distillery. Cheers.
Hi, Suzanne Lily Honey Michael here with Hardwood Floors & More. For years we've been talking about our flooring and lighting gallery, but did you know we are also your one-stop shop for wallpaper? Today more than ever, wallpaper is the most popular home design element by combining both color and texture. So Hardwood Floors & More has you covered from floor to ceiling. And don't forget, we offer interest-free financing throughout our showroom and a military discount. Discover for yourself why Hardwood Floors & More has so much more in store for you.
What if the perfect pair of shoes could transform more than just your outfit? At Signature Soles and Apparel, it's not just about fashion. It's about finding the pieces that make you feel confident, unique, and ready to take on the world. From stunning shoes to statement outfits and accessories, every item is carefully chosen to help you express your personality. Let our friendly team help you discover your next favorite look. Signature Soles and Apparel, where every step you take feels beautifully you.
I'm wiping the rest of the paint off of my hands. I had it everywhere. You might want to lay a tarp or something down, or some of that craft paper down for your surfaces, but I've got it all cleaned up. Thank you all for joining me today.
Absolutely. Thank you for the invite.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Is this something you all might try at home?
Oh yeah, I love this.
I do
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, if you have young kids in the family, it's fun. But again, creating art that works with the theme of your house. Again, probably in a powder room, when you need something small or you want to do a little grouping, it's fun to have some of these things. And dimensional art is so popular these days, so I really liked these butterflies. And again, it's very feminine for a little girl's room, but how cute is that?
Love
It's
it.
really cute.
Right. Jeanette, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
I love to ask questions once in a while, and I know I didn't ask you earlier. I should have set you up.
You're
If you won the lottery, what would you do with the money?
Oh my goodness. I think that I would set my son up for success, I think.
Okay.
And I would expand our salon. And I would go on a world tour vacation.
I love it.
That's
It's not
what
like
I
we
would
all
do.
haven't thought about what we would do with the
That's
money.
right.
And you would probably invest it in safe homes.
Yeah.
I knew, Amy, you would
Yes,
say that.
yes, yes.
But you're just obviously such a giver, and you have such a great heart to do what you do. And it's so needed. And I hope that the show today might help some people feel comfortable
Absolutely.
in
Please
doing
call.
this. Yes.
Please call.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for joining us today. You can catch us on YouTube, the Signature Mike channel. You can catch us here Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 3 o'clock, anytime. The next show, I have the fabulous Cliff Bennett and Kate Redmond. Stay tuned. We'll see you next time.
All right.